All right, so now let's look. There's a lot of ways you can graph a rational function. And one way we're going to look at is doing transformations, okay? So use the graph of f of x equals 1 divided by x to graph this transformation. So there's a couple of graphs you'll look at. This is like what we call a special squared function. Okay, 1 divided by x squared, which you use in part A. 1 divided by x is this function right here. So this is the kind of the parent function. This is called the parent function for the rational. I'm going to use dash for my original. Now, I notice in the homework, sometimes they do dashed for the new one. I've always thought to do dash for the original one and do solid for the new one. So this is what the original looks like. And what happens here is there's a gap here. You got an asymptote there. Okay, it never hits zero. And then your horizontal asymptote's y equals 0. So now let's look at the moves that are being made here. It's adding 2 to the x. So it's adding 2 to the x. So remember, when you add 2 to the x, or when you do anything to the x, it's a left or right move. So when you add, it actually goes, it's opposite of what you think, because you think adding would make you go to the right, but no, adding is actually go to the left. That means you're going to go left 2 spots from this. And then -1, that's just doing, that's a vertical shift. That's to the whole thing. That means you're going to go down 1. So that one is what you think, but the left. So I'm going to go left 2 and down 1. So basically I'm shifting from the origin here to left 2, down 1 to about right there is going to be the center of my graph. Okay. So this will be the center of my graph. So what's going to happen is my graph will not, I'm going to have an asymptote here. I'm going to draw the asymptotes because this helps me out. So left 2, down 1, I'm going to have originally I'm going to have an asymptote here. So I'm going to have a boundary here I can't cross. I'm going to have a boundary here I can't cross. Okay, so I have these two boundaries I can't cross. Okay, like over here, I had one here and one here. So then I'm going to do a sketch. I'm going to sketch a graph in there. Okay, so it's going to be in there and then sketch it. And so what happens is it approaches these values, but never actually touches them. So this would be my answer. You could also look at this in the calculator. I'm going to actually do the original. I'm going to do the original in blue and then 1 divided by, I'm going to put this in parentheses, x plus 2 -1. So you've got the original in blue, and I need to zoom out so you could see this. You actually could see it not bad there. Zoom 6. So you look at the blue and it shifts to the red. Okay, so there's your shift there. It goes left 2, down 1.